What about hair salons? A lot of the worst thing is when somebody's doing something to you,
I hate that.
and you're going, you want to say, that's not what I want. What do you do?
Say it! But say it nicely. And again, the thing about etiquette is just making sure that you put the other person at ease. So you don't want to embarrass somebody at all. You just want to let them know, I'm not really happy with this. Is there something different we can do? Some things you should just not say. I mean, we have certain goals that may be a little bit personal or private that may have to do with bad habits or addictions and things like that. So just kind of keep that to yourself, I think. I think that's one of the best ways to start off the new year. Before you start doing what's important, which is getting connected and networking and staying connected with people, that's the key to getting a job. But of course, we know it's always about who you know.
But sometimes you just have to let crazy be crazy and leave them alone. Does this mean you get to, quit your job and stop doing what you're doing? No. But sometimes you just have to identify and say, you know what, there's nothing I can do to change this person. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the way I respond to them. I'm going to change the way I react to them and let crazy be crazy. Well, here's a great example, all right? So we talked earlier about, or it was mentioned that today is my 10-year wedding anniversary. Woo! This is my husband, Mr. Swann. Mr. Swann, just stand up and tell everyone hello. And now I'm going to embarrass him. So in my book, I tell a story, and I call it the shower story, okay? It's totally PG, all right? Totally PG. But here's the thing. Now, he's not crazy. He's an incredible man. I love him. I literally have the best husband in the world. But the thing is, the shower story, this is where we're talking about shifting, making that shift in our mind, okay? So when we first got married, my husband's 6'2", I'm 5 foot, okay? And so for whatever reason, every time I would get in the shower and turn it on, the water would spray directly at me. And it would get me completely wet. I thought, every time he gets out of the shower, I get on, what is this? What is he doing in here? I don't get this. This is crazy. So I would tell him, as many wives do, honey, I don't know what you're doing, but can you please do something? I don't know what you're doing, but don't do it because I'm getting wet. It kept happening and kept happening. And after a while, I figured out, okay, he's not going to change. Whatever it is he's doing, I'm not going to get him to stop doing it. So I had an aha moment. Before I got in the shower one day, I took the nozzle and I turned it the other way. And so I stepped into the shower, no water, I didn't get drenched with water. I didn't change him because he's still doing whatever crazy thing he's doing in the shower. He's still doing it because 10 years later, I am still turning that nozzle the other way. But my shower is peaceful. I'm not irritated. I'm not, yelling at him or anything like that. The thing is, we have to sometimes just let crazy be crazy. All right? But how do we do that when we still have to handle ourselves and live with it? So how do we do that when we still have to work with individuals? All right? So I'm going to give you a few little tips today. Number one is let crazy be crazy. But here's what I'm going to share with you. Whenever you meet someone crazy, all right, you're going to take this back out into your work environment, into your home, into your family, and you see that they're doing something or saying something or behaving in a way that, that is, crazy and you can't change them, this is your signal. You're going to say, okay? So everyone just do this. Ready? Okay? We're going to let crazy be crazy. 1, 2, 3, and okay? So, mind you, okay, and for those of you who all work together, if your colleague turns next to you and says, that means that you might be on the other end of crazy. All right? So, this is our cue. All right? And that's when you're going to start to think about how you can do things differently with this person. I was a flight attendant for Continental Airlines. I barely made the height department. So I was a flight attendant for Continental Airlines. And here's the thing. When you think about an airline, you look at, the flight attendants. We have on our uniforms, and we're just straight through the airport. We're doing our little things, and so on and so forth. And so we're the ones that the customer sees. We're the ones that the customer sees. So we get on and we do our thing, and so on and so forth. You see us in the airport, you meet us in a plane, and so forth. As we all know, and as you all are doing here, there is so much more work that goes into getting that plane off the air than the customer even sees. We're not just talking about the gate agents. We're talking about the guys who are throwing bags. We're talking about the ones who are filling up the gas on the plane, the engines of the plane, because we need to get there. We're talking about the individuals doing all of the security checks. Not just security when you got to take out the shield. We're talking about the security of the aircraft itself. There's so much that takes place before that plane takes off. While you all are boarding, you would not know. But in order for us to get that plane up in the air and soar, our team, our core team, has to work in sync. You all are that team. You may have individuals who are on the front lines, the way we flight attendants were kind of on the front lines, but we would not be able to do what we do without our core team. You are that team. This plane will not fly without you being able to do your work and do it effectively. So give yourself a round of applause for being excellent. You are so important and you are so vital to everything working together hand in hand. Just like I said, that plane could not take off and take flight without all of the individuals who are involved to make that happen. You are those individuals. You are leaders. Some of you lead by directive. Some of you lead by example. Some of you lead because you're cheerleaders. And some of you lead because you plain old know how to get your job done. And for that, this school district is thankful. Thank you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. My name is Elaine Swann.